Hello, my name is Skip, and this is from the Phil Throws review of The Giver. Now, The Giver is based on the book by Lois Lowry of the same name. It's basically a book that's been around for about 20 years now. I know that a lot of middle school and high school students have read it as reading for their English classes. Now, Jeff Bridges has been trying to make this movie for quite a while, and at one point I guess he tried to have his father play the role of the giver. Obviously, Lloyd Bridges died. So, fast forward to 2014, and we have Jeff Bridges as the giver, the title character in the movie. Well, this book is about a dystopian future where they don't see color, where everybody sees black and white. And so, from the viewer's perspective, we see what they see, and that is black and white. Now you have the children and the people in the story are basically set on a path where by the time they turn a certain age, late teens, they're set to go do these different jobs in different places in this society. Well, Brendan Thwaites' character is meant to be the receiver, where he goes and meets up with the giver, and the giver gives him all his information. Well, things aren't always what they seem, and the leader of the society, played by Meryl Streep, she has kind of some trepidation towards him and whether he's the right person to become the new giver, and has been chosen as the receiver. Now, Katie Holmes and Alexander Skarsgård plays the parents in this story, and they kind of don't see their son for what he really is, and they're kind of more or less straight arrows, and they go with the leader of the society, and they want things to stay the same, to no emotions and whatnot. And so Brendan Thwaites tries to get his girlfriend in the movie, Odessa Rush, her character, to follow what he's been taught and try to get her to go along with him and try to change the society because they like each other, even though you're technically not supposed to love. And she's the one person in the society that tries to help him, and then he ends up having to leave the society to prove that the giver is right and that he can help change the society for the better, and that the old ways aren't necessarily bad. Now, I really like the idea of this story because even though it's set in a dystopian future, you can see some similarities with some other storylines and other books and so forth. But it really is a place where it teaches you about the society that we live in right now. Maybe even though we have done things wrong and people do make mistakes and we have militaries and we have wars and we have some bad things, there's also quite a few good things that society can bring, and that's what the receiver, Ben Thwaites' character, is trying to do. He's trying to tell his people and his society that there are quite a few good things, animals and trees and so forth, and some forms of weather and water and whatnot. So this is a very interesting movie. It has a lot of scenes of like wildlife and space and fish and mountains and stuff like that. But it's also got a really good science fiction aspect to it as well. I give The Giver a see it, and this is Skip, and this has been my review of The Giver.